Okay, this file is the part 6 in تجميعات. Okay, there are different questions in the GAT. Here, the first one we have square root of 3, the second one square root of 12, then 27, and then 48. And he wants me to complete the sequence. How can we do it? Here it's a square root of 3, so it's the simplified one. Here we can simplify it because it's 4 times 3, so we can take the square root of 4. Here we can simplify it again, which is 9 times 3, so we can take the square root of 9. Here it's 16 times 3, so we can take the square root of 16. So here it will be square root of 3. Here if we take square root of 2, so it will be 2 square root of 3. Here we will take square root of 9, so it will be 3 square root of 3. And here it's a square root of 16, so it will be 4 square root of 3. Okay, so the next one, it will be 5 square root of 3, because here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so it's a 5. 5 times 5, which is meaning 25 times 3, which is 75. So the next one, which is 75. Here we have 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, which is meaning 4 times 3, because we have the 3 4 times. So square root of 4, we can get it, which is 2 square root of 3. It's very easy. So the answer will be 2 square root of 3. Next one, here we have the volume of the cube, which is side length is square root of 2. The volume of the cube, L cubic. So here it will be square root of 2 cubed, which is square root of 2 times it by itself 3 times. So it will be 2 square root of 2. Why? As it's square root of 2 times the square root of 2 times the square root of 2. If I times the square root of 2 times the square root of 2, it will be 2. And the remaining, which is here, square root of 2. Okay, so the answer will be 2 square root of 2. Here we have the square root of 5 powered by x plus 2 equals 5 square root of 5. How can we solve it? We should make this part like this part in the number. So here it will be the same because it's simplified, okay? Here we can convert it to be all square root of 5. How can we do it? 5, it's meaning that square root of 5 and square root of 5. So we have 1, 2, 3 of the square root of 5. So equals square root of 5 cubed. So here we have the same numbers, so we can equal the powers. So x plus 2 equals 3. So x equals, we take this number to the other side with different signs, so it will be 1. So x equals 1. Next one here, the fifth root of 32 equals the cubic root of x. How can we solve them? We can solve them only if we have the same numbers here in this part like this part. So how can we do it? What is the fifth root of 32? The fifth root is 32. It's meaning which number I can times it by itself 5 times and gives me 32, which is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Okay, so the fifth root of 32 is 2. Okay, so 2 equals cubic root of x. What is the cubic root? Oh, the cubic root of what gives me 2? The cubic root of 5, or the cubic root of 4, or the cubic root of 8, or the cubic root of 9? It's only 8. If I take the cubic root of 8, it will be 2. And 8 equals 2 times 2 times 2. So the cubic root of it is 2. Next one, here we have square root of 80 over square root 5 minus 4 over square root of 5. Okay, here there's one squaring and here it's a square root. Okay, so we can make it all as 80 over 5 because both of them we have the square root of it. minus 4 over square root of 5. 80 over 5, it will be 16. 16 minus 4 over square root of 5. The square root of 16, it will be 4. So 4 minus 4 over square root of 5. Okay, we don't have any answers of them which is the same. So how can we convert it to be like this one or like this one? Okay, that by making the denominator 5. How can we make the denominators 5? First, we will make the same denominators here and here. Okay, so if we multiply here by the square root of 5 in the down, we will times here the same in the up. So it will be 4 square root of 5 over square root of 5 minus 4. Okay, and then okay, now how we convert this one to be 5? We will times in the up by square root of 5 and in the down by square root of 5. Okay, so 4 square root of 5 times the square root of 5, it will be square root of 5 times the square root of 5, it will be 5. 5 times 4, it will be 20, minus 4 times square root of 5, it will be 4 square root of 5, and in the down, square root of 5 times square root of 5, it will be 5. So the answer will be 20 minus 4 square root of 5. Okay, here we have the cubic root of 3 squared divided by 3 times 5 by 2. Here we will solve by ordering of the operations. How can we do it? First, 5 minus 2, it will be 3. Okay, and here we have 3, so 3 times 3, and here we have dividing and the 3 squared and the cubic root of all of them. 3 squared, which is 9. 9 divided by 3, it will be 3. Okay, and then 3 times by 3, it will be 9. So the cubic root of, so here 3 times 3, it will be 9. Okay, so 9 divided by 9, it will be 1. So the cubic root of 1, it will be 1. So the answer will be 1. Here it's equation which is when we have two fractions equals to each other, we cross multiplying. Okay, so x cross multiplying of y minus z equals negative 4 multiplying by y minus z. Okay, so this one can go with this one, so x equals negative 4. Okay, we have here mistakes. Here it should be negative 4, not 4, so the answer will be negative 4. Here we have square root of 9 over square root of 3 equals plus square root of 6 over square root of 2. Okay, so we can solve them by each other, which will be 9 over 3, square root of 9 over 3, plus here it will be the same, 6 over 2. So 9 over 3, it will be square root of 3, and here 6 over 2, it will be square root of 3. So square root of 3 plus square root of 3, it will be 2 of square root of 3. So the answer will be A. Here 7 over square root of 5 times 5 divided by square root of 7. Okay, how can we solve it? If I divide 7 by square root of 7, it will be square root of 7 in the up. Okay, and here is the same. If we divide 5 over square root of 5, it will be square root of 5, the same in the up. Okay, square root of 7 times the square root of 5, it will be square root of 35. So the answer will be 35.